If you've been following this series in real time, I'm not dead, I was just doing a game jam. If you're watching this some years after the fact, ignore that there was ever an interruption. Further, if you're watching this sometime down the line, that means we haven't nuked ourselves into oblivion yet, so that's pretty groovy. Back on the topic, if there ever was one, or ever will be one, I attempted to participate in a jam about time and, perhaps fittingly, ran out of it. When the jam ended, I was close enough that I just finished it later that week. It was quite a learning experience and made me use tools in Godot I had never had before, such as those for sound. I was also able to reuse some of the code Lo-Fi Sky uses for picking up and placing objects, heavily modified, mind. So just what is this nonsense going on alongside the narration? Basically, the idea is that a body is dying and you have to save them. The issue becomes that death can't be prevented, only delayed. You see, the optional theme of the jam was escaping fate. Herein lies the issue. Like many people wishing to consider themselves creative types, I have tons of lore written for projects I have planned but haven't made yet. I wanted to sprinkle that lore into earlier projects so later I can give the impression that I knew what I was doing at any point. You know, like a liar. The problem is that until the later projects come out, this just looks like so much nonsense. This is really the game equivalent of cosplaying as a character from your unpublished novel. Anyway, the game is about placing worms on organs to heal them, killing the worms, and placing them back in the body, a process which will hopefully make more sense when I have more projects under my belt, or more literally over on my itch page, linked in the description. The only bit of information that the player really needs to know that they won't is what the hell these wiggly dudes are. I left instructions on the main menu and kept it simple by really only having them heal, but it still leaves questions for the player like why is it an instant game over if the worm gets inside the body? Surely it'd be good to have a healing worm attached to your liver, especially if you like garbage like Four Loko. The real goal of this project was to create something that would evolve just by me making other projects, but until they exist, I can't help but feel that Our Harvest feels a little unfinished. I suppose that's to be expected from something that was intended to be a game jam game, though. With Our Harvest out of the way, I'm back to Lo-Fi Sky until another game jam catches my eye. I think this is a good format, switching between the main project and game jams, as it keeps interest high and forces you to learn things quickly. If you've been following this channel for a while, you'll know that I started this by simping Endless Ocean, and I'd like to go back to doing that every once in a while as well, so I'll be streaming games and giving overviews of them as well. I'll probably end up alternating between those videos and videos on Lo-Fi Sky, but it depends on how long they take. Stay tuned to find out, I suppose. I also post more real-time updates over on the subreddit, so check that out at r/Lo-Fi Sky.